First thing is, these pictures laying over here on the table, the emergency services for Doddridge County got a $25,000 check the other day from Noble Energy for a foam trailer for the use of the county. And there's a lot of questions. We've never dealt with a foam trailer. Well, we're all big boys, we've all towed stuff, we've all moved stuff, we know, but still, it's a whole new world. So we've been trying to research it, and I was kind of hoping Darren was going to be here tonight for Noble Energy. Number one, when I started trying to figure out where we were going to get it, people just said, we don't know. We went to Pierce, Family Fire Equipment, they'd never done one. I went to Dill's, they'd never done one. Both their quotes are laying here on the table. We got online, we went to a couple people online. Finally, Darren got back to me, and there's supposed to be a guy in here next week from Kansas. I'm trying to think of the name of the company there. They do these for industry. So we're hoping maybe, but the estimates came back between, what, $6,000 and $8,000 more than the $25,000. One of them had $6,000 in there to go to Texas to pick it up. And those boys just, firehouse, they just lit up. They said, road trip, we can do it for less than $6,000. So, anyway.
I can do it for less than 100.
I figure. But anyway, we're still trying to figure it out. But the money, the check's in the bank, and that's something we got to look forward to. That'll benefit everybody in the county, and not only for the oil and gas situations, but for 50. There's been times that you hope you never have to use something like that. There's been times that we've done stuff.
Cheap insurance.
Yeah. The other thing that we requested this time for the yearly budget was the generator for the tower at the radio station in town for emergencies. We're still trying to work out the free gas agreement with it. And they refunded that generator. They just carried the funding over for another year. And we asked for 4 dry suits for cold water rescue for the county. And we've got one size fits all. Tommy's thrilled. He thinks even you can get one now.
I know I can now.
We had that discussion. That was fun too. I'm going to encourage, I'm going to do something now that I've probably never done before because the county's never been in this situation before, but if you have a project, I want to phrase this right, if you got something that benefits the county, if you got, try to find something that's just not one department specific, get together, we'll present it. I think there's a good possibility we can get it funded. At the last county commission meeting, they even wanted to talk to Shirley's fire chief. He needs to get a hold of me, and we need to set him up for the next meeting. They'll want to make a contribution to their tanker fund. Okay, so have him get a hold of me before the next county court meeting, and we'll get him on the agenda.
When will that be, the next one?
It's the evening meeting is
27th.
21st. Because the first meeting of the month was the 7th, and then that's 3 weeks.
21st.
What time?
4 p.m.
4 p.m. my time, call you.
Okay, tell him, give me a call. We'll
They
get
have
him
to
on.
know by next Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll have to know the next one. I won't be here, so maybe, well, call Mike at the squad. He can call up and get Beth on it. All he has to do is, he's on the agenda. So all we have to do is tell him. But that, if he goes up and requests a donation, he will get a donation for their tanker fund.
Okay.
Because they're running into Doddridge County, and there's a couple people up there kind of helping sing their praise. And we'll help anybody out. Will help us out. But if you come up with a project, and this even includes the health department, that you need some help on the money, or you need some money, we talked about some IR radios there just a while ago. We got, I'm trying to cover all this stuff, and I'll talk to you about that, John. We'll talk to him about getting some funding for some IR radios, and since they're dealing with other counties and other hospitals now, they're kind of leaning that way. But let me know. I mean, we're not running over with money, like you said, the bucket's not running over, but it's got some room in it for, we can get some splash over, maybe pull some stuff in. Quite frankly, like the dry suits, we had 2 wrecks this year that were river or water pipe rescue. And as I told Tommy, both people got out and came to us, but if we'd had to go in that water, somebody might have,
I went in the water last February.
Yeah.
That was cold.
I did that there.
I put him down on 18 one night, and that was, I didn't want him to go, and he went, but to no avail, but still, that's life threatening, and those are something that,
Survival suits.
you hope you never use them, but they're there. if you need them.
Here again, it's cheap insurance.
Yeah, cheap insurance, right. On the 21st, at 6:30 here, for any of you guys, for any of your departments that need it, there's going to be a food handlers class. We're going to try to have one great big food handlers class and get it done for the year. Mark will be here at 6:30 on the 21st, so if any of you are planning on doing anything, bake sales, hot dog sales, anything like, we try to get everybody we can certified or food handlers class and get it done. We talked about mutual aid agreements at the last meeting, and we've been working on a couple. Quite frankly, we've updated 2, and I've got one more there that I was hoping some other people will be here tonight. I can give them a copy of that, but they're not going to be here evidently, so I'll deliver them tomorrow. Have any of you got questions about your mutual aid agreements? Now, you guys run with Shirley all the time, and I know we've got a mutual aid agreement with Shirley. Did Dakin bring one over for you guys?
All we got is ours, what we got was Shirley and Wallace.
Okay, just laying there and all.
Yeah, I made copies of them.
Okay, just laying there, I'll take them with me. Well, we physically don't have one with Shirley, but Shirley wanted us to run on their first dues, so with the engine, because they're not getting a lot of help from the backside, I guess, so we told them.
I think Chief 111 might want to do mutual aid Elma with you
Yeah, I was gonna
too.
say, I've got Elma,
You got Elma and Shirley, I
yeah, I
think.
got Elma, Shirley, Harrisfield,
Well, I've got all those, but we need to work out our mutual aid agreements. When we get them done, maybe we bring you brought yours to this meeting. Try to get them up to me, and we'll make a kind of a file of them. I know you need copies of them for your grants and stuff, to show that we're working, and I've got your guys' stuff worked up, so we'll get that done for next week. John, you got anything on the towers?
Miller's is doing that, should have it by the advisory board meeting on the 20th.
Like 30.
It's Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on Thursday. So I got nowhere on the tower at Taylor Drain.
Okay.
I drew a blank out there, but I shouldn't say I drew a blank. I hit a dead end, and then just when I thought everything was done, I got another lead, so I haven't heard back from it. Another gentleman told me that there was a new tower going up in the Grove Summers area, close proximity to Greg Robinson, a 300-foot tower. Okay.
Mr. Ducky, huh?
I don't know. I asked Greg about it before the last county court meeting. He said he had heard that there was a tower going up, that he was going to, I was hoping he was going to be here tonight. I didn't know if we could get a lead on that or who was putting it up or anything. I just heard that was going to be put up this summer. That would be south enough in the county and far enough east that it would cover Big Eyes. It would cover both ways and help us out. So, but I don't know any more than that. You're getting as cheap as I got it. So. That's the 18 side of Groves. And in that area, so we'll do that. The sheriff's department talked to me about, they're doing another prom thing for the high school. Want to know if we participate in it, the fire department. And I told them, as long as we had personnel for the scare them straight type thing they do for the prom. And they're going to try to expand that a little bit this year, so some of your departments may have requests for some assistance. What they do is try to stage an accident and then try to go through and do a scenario one and stuff. So Chris Garner's heading that up. Mike Kelly's one to talk to him. I guess Chris has done it in the past, I guess he's the one still doing it. So they're working in that aspect of it, and the county top is involved. I think that was everything I had on my list. This morning last night, it's been a long time since we've had a storm like we had last night. It went all night. I mean, you heard lightning, you heard the thunder, and experienced lightning all night, and hard rain and stuff. I don't know why, other than it went to the southern part of the county. Most of the rain and stuff is in Oxford area out through there. When I did the rounds this morning, everybody complained about that section of the county being worse than the northern section. They said 23 wasn't even up very much.
No, they get up,
And,
they got up, and they get up to over the banks.
okay.
My way, didn't even get out of the bank.
No, I was down through there this morning. And anyway, we've got to be real careful about getting in situations. I know they're going to dispatch us. I know we're going to go, but we've stranded trucks and units out in situations like that before that have not been good. I want to caution everybody about being careful about high waters like that, because the water's been coming up out in the southern part of the county, come up exceedingly fast. I know. I looked out at my house, and then 20 minutes later, it was one of the deepest up there I've seen for a long time. But Jim Steele was supposed to be here today, and we were going to check we got a okay to go on the second flood warning site at the Tyler Doddridge line over Sherman, the Hamilton family who owns all four sides of that.
Yeah.
2 counties have given us the okay to put it anywhere we want it to over there. And Jim Steele was supposed to be here today, but he's off on medical leave, so he's going to reschedule that. And there again, I've got funding line for that. So it looks like we're going to get 2 flood warning devices here in the county, and one in West Union and one on McAvoy. So that'll take care of the flooding. You'll have advanced knowledge of the flooding. You just pull it up on the computer. Health department. You needed plans, or Kathy needed plans for the high school. Did she need anything else?
No, that's the main thing. We're trying to plan that drill, and we got permission to have it in our next grant period. So
Okay.
trying to get it in before the end of June, which was going to be difficult.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing
Believe it
it.
or not, Dr. Toombs called me the other day about that, and I told him that I had talked to you, but we had a meeting tonight, and they're very interested in helping us, so I don't think there's any problem on that end. So I think we just need to sit down and actually get it planned out, do it.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be very, we've had an actual
Yeah.
vaccination clinic up there before, but all of my staff has changed since then.
Well,
So it'll be new to a lot of people.
all of your staff has changed, and it's hard to get people out during the day, and I know we're suffering a real personnel problem right now during the day, getting people out. And if you don't mind. And with brush fire season on us, we're hoping everything's going to turn green before it turns dry. And but did you hear about the one up Rock Run? Did you hear about the calamity of errors? Well, truck went through, oil and gas truck, too tall, pulled a power line down.
Was that what started?
Power line swung down, hit an Antera truck right across the windshield, broke the windshield out, burned a hole about that big in the hood. Power line bounced off, hit the ground, started a brush fire. Burnt all the electronics out of the truck. It was sitting there. Of course, there was me for West Union. I was about, an hour and a half late getting
Yeah.
there. I show up in our truck. We had 23 and Smithburg and Greenwood, I think, was there. We had every department in the county. They were trying to put it out. And
I was in Burgers.
yeah, but I mean, it was a calamity of errors. Everything went by. They sent the forester all the way down through, he asked for the best route. They sent him to go down 23 to past Center Point, clear around the other way, so send him across Rock Run.
You said.
Whoever he talked to, his dispatcher, whoever. Well, I know, but I mean, it was everything that could have went wrong.
A lot of
went
wind
wrong.
too. There's a lot
Huh?
of wind that day.
What's
A
that?
lot of wind that day.
Oh, it was wind. I'm not, that's what I'm saying. It was all the worst conditions you could have had, but it turned out all right. But,
At least my nurse was off that day, so she was home and saw it.
yeah. But it was just everything that could go wrong. Possibly you put it in the bag, and I don't think you could come up with anything else to go wrong. I couldn't get the radio on the truck with the brush truck. I got in there and I said, "What's wrong with the radio?" They said, "Nothing. All you have to do is turn it on." Well, I've been around radios for a year or two. I thought there was something wrong with it. I went back, turned it on, they come right on. I tried to turn it on 3 times, it wouldn't come on. But there was just everything that could go wrong.
And
It
the
was
adrenaline
just,
kick was working on you, that's what it was.
I know it wasn't that. I wasn't really feeling real good, and I've been on the throne for about an hour before I came out. So. But that was just, you had to sit and laugh about it later. I mean, you couldn't, and the forester standing there, poor old John, he's standing there looking around saying, "Well, I just live over there." The new old gas truck, it didn't stop, it just kept right on going. It didn't know it done anything. The other guy in the Antera truck took him, and they went off chasing it. Did they ever find it?
Nope.
But somebody saw it.
You damn right you did.
I mean, one of the neighbors saw it, so he had verification of what happened. I mean, his line just didn't drop out of the air for no reason.
Not being rude,
Forrester
but
said
you know
he
you're
was
breaking line.
send him a ticket for it.
Well, there was something else going on there. But anyway,
You know that,
just, what's that?
You know you break him line,
Yeah.
you catch him.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
you do.
Well,
I can tell you right now, you know you break him.
it was funny. I mean, and it was.
I shut half of Virginia Beach down one time.
They said that, and the first guy on scene, he said, "We got 20 acres of fire." It was about 9 acres total, but it was just everything that could go wrong on something. I said, "We've made all the mistakes we can make right now today." I told John Wilson, I said, we've made them all. There's nothing else left for us to screw up on. We're going to have a good year now, so knock on wood. Okay, do you guys have anything over there you've already got your information you needed? You don't know it yet, but you do.
Okay.
John, do you have anything up there?
Yeah, not really.
Okay, you guys have anything? I'm trying to get you out of here because I don't think we're going to have
Yeah, you got any cots in storage around here?
cots,
Yeah,
like for shelters.
yeah.
We
I
have,
got a
yes.
few people want to lay on the floor, so they went back to their camper.
Yes, we have 12 cots in the county. We had storage of a lot more.
We have about 200 down there.
That's why I was there, like,
I know,
Trailer load.
that's what I was getting ready to say. Ritchie County has 200 cots in a trailer down. If we need them, we can, if they're not using them, we can request them. I believe there was a young man called from over there, talked to me about that, wanting some cots. And I told him to give me an account and a number, and we would see about getting it moved. And I want to thank him anyway. He hung in there like a trooper. He called about every probably 4 hours, one know if there was any other day. So he's a pretty good boy. I don't know who he was, but you need to keep a hold of him. He stayed right with it. But
Yeah, we did get the power restored to about week and a half, and I'd stay at the station and keep it open.
There's still 3 people that done that power from that store.
Yeah.
All in, well, 2 of them's inside the city of West Union, and it's private property problems. They drop from into a private pole, and then drop onto their house, and the private pole, in both cases, is broken off. Because when the power lines come down, we're working with the Ministerial Association, is working to get a pole set in one case, and, the other,
$1,000 set pole.
450.
Oh.
One of the guys that Ministerial Station talked to, he works, does that, he'll set the pole and everything, he said it'd be about, the cost of the pole and equipment would be about $450, so they're working, they got some donations for that. And the other one, we're not sure whatever, if the pole was ever there to start with. So, those of you who live around town know what I'm talking about, so. But anyway, we're working on those, but there's still 2 people without power from that storm. I did a survey of anybody that had, that guy just fell down the steps. He turned around, took a step backwards, and just disappeared.
Is he all right?
I think, I didn't.
We're all sitting here, I thought he fell down.
He got up to see if we're all looking at him.
Well, he turned around and was talking to somebody there. I didn't see his heads. I guess he's all right. No one popped back there. But I just found, oh, I did a survey of everybody that needed, when the state called one funding estimates, the city of West Union and the state road both had requests, and I forwarded them.
It's a great amount.
And I took care of those, and I didn't think anybody else had anything. It's been my experience in the past that you're not real successful in getting a lot of money back on that stuff, so.
You just gotta document everything.
Yeah, you gotta document everything, they want everything, that's what I was getting ready to say, you gotta, if you start this out, the city lost 2 pumps at the, not the water plant, on the other end of town, the sewer plant, because the manhole fell over, because the creek eroded around it, it fell over, and they had on the intake sand and gravel on it for the pump, you know what that does to pumps. So they had, but I think their mistake was that they didn't wait, they went ahead and had a company come in and replace them and all, they've got all documentation now, but, you know, they like to see the stuff that was all fixed by the time we got around it.
Yeah, I'd submitted.
Well, it's submitted.
Okay.
Back there was,
Yeah, and they.
3 days later, that we had a crew in here, talked to them, took care of everything. But the city workers didn't document a lot, as far as, all we had to do was their times and stuff. And luckily, the mayor had taken a lot of pictures, so we had documentation. But that's what I was getting ready to say on that. We're getting into storm season now. If you think you've got something documented, you can't pull it just out of the air, you gotta have real live paper.
Yeah, I mean, that's like for the fire departments, when you pull that truck out. Right, I mean, there's a formula for every minute that truck runs, there,
If something major comes
if
up.
you make the threshold, you gotta make
Yeah.
the threshold first, but once you do.
But most of the time, we have documentation through the Rip and Run that John sends us, so that's our starting documentation, and then we, I don't know about the other part, we carry cameras and we try to photograph all the scenes and stuff
Yeah.
for that. Well,
We're looking at dash cams.
yeah, yes,
Whenever you first held one of your first meetings, there was a gentleman here who was put in charge of, like, what the roads are, or people were supposed to call him if they were having trouble with the roads and stuff. Have you, I don't know his name, have you heard anything from him?
no contact, absolutely at all. I tried to call, I have his number written down, and I know that one of the county commissioners asked me about if I'd had any contact with him. They tried, we don't even think he's living in the county anymore.
He was one of the oil guys, wasn't he?
No, he was set over there with the oil guys, but he was from, I want to say out in the Camp Run, Hughes River area out in there. He bought a farm out in there and was living out there. And he sat over there and yes, I pursued
You had
that,
7 kids and.
7 kids, homeschooled them,
They weren't on barn builders the other day, were they? 'Cause they took a barn, an old corn crib down that show. It was a new mill, and the guy had like 7 or 8 kids.
I don't know.
You are right.
Maybe
What's their
that,
names?
I don't know.
remember, but they took some old log,
Yeah, the corn crib.
yeah, they took it down, they also took another building down over there.
I don't know, I haven't seen.
I tell you what it looked like to me, and I could be wrong, but it looked like when you come down, what's that road? It's on the left down.
Majority of the roads.
Yeah, well, I've been everywhere.
I know.
Little Buck Run.
A little bit, but that's the way out.
When you come down that hill and that curve, the way that truck come down carrying that, that's where it looked like it was. I could be wrong.
You're right, it did look like that. I was trying to recognize where it was at
So I asked
myself.
Diane if she knew who it was, and she didn't know, so apparently.
Well,
I like to report the Big Flint is horrible.
well,
I mean,
There
it's
you
on
go.
the road. Somebody's got to do something
I
about
think
the
the
road.
prize-winning pothole was on the Doddridge Tower line on 18 when the water truck went through and took the oil pan out of his truck, and we had a 14-gallon oil spill in the middle of Route 18 from his oil pan being
It's
destroyed.
pretty.
I don't know if that one was bad, or the one where Gary laid that truck over where it broke both front springs off.
Well, that one straight right up.
It's right there in Mount Arnold's Creek.
Yeah, they're going
It's just
to,
about that bad again.
Yeah.
solve all
That
the
takes
problems here. The
right.
blacktop plants are opening up. They're gonna blacktop the whole county for us.
Good.
I had a guy tell me that the other day. We're gonna take
I hope
care
you
of
don't
it.
hold your breath on that
Doesn't take
thing.
very long.
I wasn't about to. Okay, if we don't have, does anybody else have anything?
I have a question. I had talked to Tom Cooper the other day
Tom
from
Cooper.
Tyler County.
Tyler County.
I called to ask about start training, and it was an hour-long conversation about everything, but he had given me an idea. I don't know, I wanted to run it by you to see about asking Dr. to, or like the computer lab to do the NIMS training.
That's not a problem.
That would be
I'll,
beneficial,
yes, we can do that, or
because there's a lot of people that don't have.
we can do that, or we can use the library at any time. If you want to, we have all the NIMS stuff set up down at our firehouse, and as far as that NIMS training goes, in fact, do we still have any brochures we made up, or those things with the instructions on?
I haven't seen anything in a while.
Right, we give them out to all the firemen to do them on their home computer.
Yeah,
Let me see if I'll drop some up. I'm going to be going next week, but I'll put that down and I'll run them off. We've got a little thing made up where you can do them on your home computer.
yeah, I've got the list.
Yeah,
But my thought is a lot of people don't have internet access or
Well,
computers or, yeah.
yeah, well,
What
that's
that might
fine,
be
but
to do it all together.
if
not
you want to do
have
it with Dr. Coons, you let me know. I'll be more than glad to talk to him. I can get it set up for a Saturday or in an evening or something like that. I can probably even call one of the computer teachers in there, donate some time with us on it. The departments, they just do them on their
Yeah,
department computer. We gotta have one to get John's stuff sent to us when we do our reports on them, so.
yeah, I felt like for volunteers, you know, if I have to do it. it
Most
might
of us have all the NIMS training.
be- Yeah,
Now, there's one of those, which one is it? You gotta do a class?
2 of them.
Two of them?
3 and 4.
that's 3.
3 and 4?
There you go.
Yeah, 3 and 4.
And
Yep.
everybody
Yeah.
doesn't need 3 and 4.
No, that's right.
Isn't that ODS?
Very few
for
people
it?
need 3 and 4.
They're mass casualty and,
Upper management.
in upper management, I mean. But like I said, they're specialized, but for the normals, everything that just everybody needs you to take online.
Yeah.
So, and they're not, have you taken,
Not yet.
they're not hard. Sit and watch a movie and go through them, and then you go through and take a test. It's about 20 minutes for each class.
Yeah, I need to.
No, I'll tell you what. Go ahead and take one of the classes, take the 100 class, and that'll give you a good idea what's going on. Then get back to me on it, and I'll talk to Dr. Coombs about getting the lab up there, or we can use, we can pull the fire up on Saturday or Saturday afternoon or something like that at the library.
Okay. A lot of our volunteers probably don't have computer access.
Okay.
We probably need to use it for that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I didn't say this, but when you take that class, Any of them on the computer? Get all the sharp objects away.
Make you say that word.
So I've been jerking my feet.
Some of them are a little rough.
Yeah.
Now, if we have all of those in the 300, 400, how long are they good for? I mean,
In the professional development series, and she's probably got a list of them, those are good for her.
really?
Yeah. But 300, 400, they're
And
not easy.
No, we
They're
went
not
through
easy.
you as a director, and administrator might have to have the 300, 400,
Yeah.
like the chiefs and
I've
stuff.
had it, but it's been years.
If you've got a certificate, it's good.
You can go on, and a lot of those you can just take a refresher on.
We
Not
take,
quite as long.
yeah, get the person take the class, and then we take their certificate and copy it, put it in our file before we ever give it to them, and that way we've got it.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what's my thought, if I can get them all together, so I don't have to worry, to keep it in the volunteer book.
Or you can even set one of your computers up at work and probably do it on lunch hour. Get them in there, do it on lunch hour, and get them out. And like I said, they're more boring, especially the lower level classes.
We have some, you have to just go through and pick, I can't tell you which ones. 100, 200, 700, 800 are the,
Yeah.
and actually 700 should be taken first, because it gives you an overview of the.
Yeah, they're not.
And they'll say 700 basically covers everything on the
Covers
other.
everything, yeah, I mean, it gives you an overview of what NIMS is, it ought to be 100, but that's the go.
John probably has the answer sheet for it down there, right?
You know, I don't, but I'm sure with this fireman down there.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody have anything else? If you're not, let's get out of here. Thanks for, July, what? Next meeting. July the 9th, 16th.
Which one?
July 9th,
Okay.
next meeting.
9th of July. And I only have 10 more days to wait.
7th here.
Huh?
Right. And for all you Doddridge County, we've got 911 meeting, administrative meeting on the 23rd, Thursday, down to the center. I'll send you a reminder of that. Okay. Anything else? If not, thank you. Keep it safe out there, people.
Act on that.
Hang on a second.